Okay, now we're going to talk a little bit about the veg garden. So October, Keith, what's the main things to be doing in the veg garden?
Well, finishing off the harvest, there are still things to be cropping. I'm still picking outdoor tomatoes, which is pretty unusual for kind of almost mid-October now. Apples and pears, I think the last of the fruit needs to be picked and stored. But don't forget, only store good quality fruit. You don't want fruit that's going to go off and damage the other fruit in the store. So finishing picking those. And there are a few things that you can still plant, of course, at this time of year. The onion sets can go in now. These are the Japanese onions that mature early next year before the main crop. And garlic, planting in October and November. Garlic is surprisingly hardy, and will just make some root, sit through the winter, and then make a good start in the spring. And there's also a few seeds to plant, like the early broad beans. There's one called Aqueductia, which is a good overwintering broad bean. Spring cabbage you can still put in now. So there are a few things to do still in the vegetable garden.
And for people who are finishing off what they've had in there, maybe their veg beds or raised beds or whatever, something that's coming ever more popular now is this green manure, which is me a packet of. So just explain a little bit about the green manure.
Well, if you leave a bed bare over the winter, what tends to happen is that the autumn rains and winter rains flush out all the nutrients, or a lot of the nutrients, and so you're losing fertility through the winter, which is not what you want to do. So if you're going to leave an area bare, you could cover it instead with one of these green manures. There are different ones for different times in the year. This is mustard, which is quite a good autumn one. There are also a couple of other autumn ones, like a winter ryegrass or a mixture one. And you plant them now, you just sow them, scatter them, it's that easy. And they grow through the autumn and winter, and they literally lock in the nutrients. Then in the spring, about 4 to 6 weeks before you want to sow, you dig them in, you chop them down, leave them a few days, and then dig them into the soil, and they provide this extra boost of nutrients next spring. So it's a good way of keeping soil fertility. And also, if your land's on a bit of a slope, of course, you can get soil erosion through the winter with the heavy winter rains, and that growth will prevent that as well. So it's worth thinking about.
And this mustard is just one example of the type you can get, but there are a variety.
Yeah, and the other ones you can use in the spring. Same sort of principle.
That's great. Well, thanks very much, Keith.
Okay.